Hey, what's up, everybody? True Boxing here. Thank you for coming back to get hit with the truth. So today we're doing the what's next for Sebastian Fundora, the reigning undefeated WBC interim junior middleweight champion at 154 pounds, super welterweight, junior middleweight, whatever you want to call it, 154. As Fundora's coming off of a convincing but hard-fought 12-round decision win over Carlos Ocampo, former world title challenger. I think a lot of people wrote off Carlos Ocampo, because he got knocked out in the first round against Errol Spence Jr. back in 2018. But he won 12 fights straight after that. Yeah, it wasn't against top-tier competition, even close to that, but he did get, win and was confident. He was also at a higher weight class. So, he went in there and he fought his ass off and he went the distance. But Fundora walks away still undefeated, still with the interim title. So the big question now is what's next for the towering inferno, Sebastian Fundora? And the truth is we don't know. We know he's a WBC interim champion. He's likely going to be ordered to fight the winner of Charlo and Tim Tszyu that are going to be fighting at the end of January for the undisputed title. But I really think the winner of that fight, unless Tim Tszyu pulls out the upset over Charlo, I don't know if the winner of that fight's going to want to fight Fundora. But we'll get into that in a minute. I will go through the top 10 right now, and let's see what could possibly be next, what the options are for Sebastian Fundora. We start with the number one undisputed champion, Jermell Charlo. He's fighting Tim Tszyu, as I said, at the end of January. I think he'll beat Tim Tszyu, but I really don't think he wants to fight Sebastian Fundora. He made it clear that he wasn't going to fight him next, and he took the fight with Tszyu. All four governing bodies are allowing him to hold on to the belt for now. All four titles, but I really think he'll be perfectly fine giving up the WBC belt after his next fight and not fighting Fundora. He's held the WBC belt longer than anything. Now I'd like to see him fight Fundora. I just don't think he wants to take that risk right now, and I don't see it happening. But hey, they're both with the PBC. Maybe he could change his mind. We'll see. Next is former WBO champion Brian Castaño. I like the matchup, but I don't think Castaño wants to fight Fundora coming off the knockout loss to Charlo. I think he's going to be, the size difference is going to be very significant, and I don't think Castaño wants that kind of smoke in his first fight back, coming off of his first loss, especially a devastating knockout loss in the second fight with Charlo. So, not seeing it. Then you got Tim Tszyu. Tim Tszyu would have to beat Jermell Charlo, and then for the undisputed title, and then they'd have to sign. Tszyu would have to agree to fight Fundora. Not going to completely rule it out. I think it's more likely that Tszyu would fight Fundora over Charlo, but I also am not going to say that it's going to happen either. I just don't see that being the case, but it could, you never know. Next is Tony Harrison. Now, this was a fight that I thought was going to happen, and I still think it could. I still think there's a logical chance this fight can happen, but I don't think it's going to happen for some reason unless it's for the full WBC belt that Tony Harrison held once. So, once Charlo and Tszyu fight at the end of January, I think whoever makes the decision, once they make the decision to not fight Fundora and Fundora gets upgraded, I think Tony Harrison's going to be sitting there waiting. And remember, Erislandy Lara and Danny Garcia are also talking about fighting each other, which takes more options off the table for Harrison. So I think he might be backed into a fight with, with them. So we'll see what goes down there, and hopefully it's it's a decent fight. So or a decent option right there, and the fight can be made. Then you got Erickson Lubin, the former a rematch with Fundora. I don't think Lubin wants to get back in the ring with Fundora next. I think this is a fight that down the road could definitely happen again, but I don't see it next, so I'm gonna say no to that one. Then you got Magomed Kurbanov, the former, the contender. He's coming off a big win, but I don't see it because he doesn't fight for the PBC. So that's why I'm not seeing it. Not to say that it can't happen, but I don't know if Kurbanov wants to go straight into that fight right there. Then you got Liam Smith. He fights for DAZN, and I'm not seeing that one. Terrell Gaucher, maybe if nobody else wants to fight, maybe he fights Gaucher, especially if it's for the WBC title, and because Gaucher's with the PBC, maybe. A rematch Sergio Garcia is not there. So not a lot of options for Fundora, but I really think that the possibility of Fundora and Harrison, or Fundora and Fundora and Harrison, Fundora Gaucher, could happen for the WBC title. Outside chances of Charlo and Zoo fighting him. I don't think they want to fight him, but we'll see. Maybe he just stays busy, takes another tune-up. We'll see what happens. But that's what I got. That's the what's next on the Towering Inferno. Sebastian Fundora, the WBC Interim Champion. He's undefeated, coming off of his decision win over Carlos Ocampo. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the like button, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate any and all support. This is True Boxing. You've been hit with the truth.